Blood on the leaves and blood at the road.
We gotta get into some bad news. Y'all ready for some bad news?
I thought
Yeah.
we already had the bad news.
No, this is worse
It
news.
just gets worse.
It just gets worse.
I don't
It
like
just
that.
snowballs. But we'll bounce back. It's fine.
Alright.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. Earlier this year, police officers stormed into the home of Breonna Taylor, who you already know the story.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you don't, just don't even tune in, man. Just
Don't tune in. Get the fuck off of my shit. All right. I don't want to sit here and explain this shit to you over and over and over.
It hurts enough.
Yeah.
It hurts enough just thinking about it.
Breonna Taylor was murdered. Her domestic partner arrested for firing off warning shots at what he thought were burglars. Turned out he wasn't far off. It was the police. All right.
I like that.
And no police officers were arrested
Yeah.
for the murder of Breonna Taylor. But news came out this week earlier. This took me a long time to process because I didn't even want to touch this story. But we have to touch it. They settled with the estate and the family of Breonna Taylor. The city settled for $12 million.
Wait, isn't this the city that hired the police officers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're on the level here.
Yeah.
We're here.
So the city
Yeah.
realized that what they did was wrong, compensated the family, enacted new laws, but didn't arrest. Wait. Oh, I'll let you finish because maybe there's something I missed.
I wish there was, E.
Oh, so they didn't arrest him.
They did not.
So we're missing something.
We missed nothing.
I'm just wondering, where's the task force that was in charge of this? How are they not being held accountable? Who decides to go into somebody's room at 2:00 in the morning?
Shen. Let's not make this political.
It's
They paid her $12 million.
but like it's still like
No. Because if you sit there and try to speculate on what did or did not happen on the night of Breonna Taylor's disappearance, then that means that you are a Black Lives Matter person, protester, and you're making this into a political issue. And we don't want to deal with a political issue right now.
Yeah.
We want to move forward and
100%.
heal as a city because those looters and those rioters are destroying our world right now.
yeah.
The looters and rioters were the cops in that
Yes.
situation.
So
100%.
my point is not, you're 100% correct,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yep.
For those of y'all who ain't picking up, yeah, the sarcasm. All right. I don't understand how it is that you could pay off a family, and that is exactly what this was. Don't ever get this twisted. This did not see fucking trial. I don't understand how you could pay off a family and not admit that your city, your police officers, your police department was wrong. I don't know what kind of fucking monkey jury that situation is. I don't know who is in charge of this city, but I know that the internet knows that you paid $12 million for one life. E, you got kids, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Two of them.
Two of them.
How much they worth?
They're priceless.
You got mom?
Yeah.
How much she worth?
Priceless.
There is not a single number that you could put on my brother, my sister, my younger brother, my partner, my mother, my father, any of my uncles, all 10,000 of my cousins. There is not a single number that you could put on in which I am not going to burn your fucking city to the ground. Somebody fucked up. And instead of admitting that you fucked up, you sat here on your strong blue line and said that it was the protesters that was the problem. You said it was the rioters that was the problem. You said it was Antifa that was the problem. You said it was Black Lives Matter that was the problem. You said black people are talking too much. You said that we're complaining too much. And then you had the gall to turn around and quietly try to pay some hush money like Donald Trump paying a hooker in
Yeah.
a seedy motel.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Let me make this perfectly clear. Whatever it is that happens in the preceding weeks and months is not going to be because there's a bunch of pissed off teenagers that have nothing to do. It's not going to be because people are making it political. It's not going to be because of Joe Biden or Donald Trump. Nobody gives a fuck what they're saying anymore. This is because you obviously undervalue black lives so much that you would rather put a price tag on it than convict some guilty motherfuckers. You would rather watch your entire city burn down to a crisp and blame it on the anger of the citizens that live in it than convict some guilty motherfuckers. There were 4 police officers, and I believe strongly that the family of Breonna Taylor should sit there, collect that $12 million, cash it, and use every penny of it to make sure that that family does not sleep until all 4 of those police officers and the district attorney and the fucking state governor and the mayor
And the SIU.
and the SIU,
Everyone.
everybody needs to go down for this.
Internal Affairs should. How did Internal Affairs not solve this case?
Internal Affairs is the first
They're
fuckers
being
I would
paid
go
off.
How
after.
did they not solve this case?
They're being paid off. It goes up so much further. It's just, and like it comes to the discussion, how do we break that barrier?
Man, how much trouble can I get on this thing?
Go.
Say it's go, you can cut it out if it's bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we got edited for.
Let me tell y'all something right now. I am a firm believer in no justice, no peace. I would much rather go into that state and burn every single police precinct to the ground and then burn the ashes until they start laying out some charges. And I'm not saying that as a person that's particularly violent, and I'm not saying that as a person who really has any bones in this other than as a concerned citizen. All I know is that if you can murder a mother not but 10 feet away from where her child is sleeping, and her mother is sleeping, and her partner is sleeping, and you can sleep peacefully at
Yo,
night.
and then say, oops.
And then,
Yeah.
hold on.
Disrespectful.
And not
There's
only
a
say
price.
oops, but then blame the protesters who are angry about her death and say that they're causing the division in the country.
Yeah. There was no protesters that night.
I would burn them to the ground. I would find their personal addresses and I would make sure that they don't sleep. I would bang pots and pans
Yeah.
outside of their yard. I would scare off everybody in that neighborhood. And I would do it because I now have $12 million
Yeah.
of expenses.
Honestly, they're kind of just giving them the fuel,
Yeah.
you know, to feed the fire.
I would be taking out airtime with, and I'm not even saying anything. Just the pictures of the police officers flashing on the television
That would be amazing.
with baby pictures of Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a really tough situation, and like again, I just pray for the family.
Praying for
You know.
families who have been affected by this and we don't even know.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it just doesn't stop at Breonna Taylor. So,
No.
I mean, I don't know. Well, burning it down is one way. With all these different losses, there's something that's come out of it. Like they've enacted a few laws. You know what I mean? And
They
that
gave
will
us
help.
a couple of fucking streets painted
Yeah.
over, and they used it for
That
Joe
was a slap in the
Biden's
face.
campaign trail.
I really do appreciate that they're trying to make more awareness, but I feel like awareness at this point is not enough.
I don't give a
Well-
motherfuck about any of that shit. I want.
Well, you would if they had arrested those guys and enacted these bills.
then we
Well,
can talk.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean,
I-
so let's
you know
not
what this
dismiss
is?
the bill
You
that
know
will
what?
protect someone else's
Yeah.
life in the future.
I agree.
No,
That's
100%,
what I'm saying.
that's true.
I
I meant
agree.
that about the paint.
But what
the
I'm
paint,
saying,
yeah.
oh well, that
The
yeah.
paint, the paint's.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you don't get to have me in shackles and slavery, and then take a picture of me and put my face on the stamp and call that progress.
Okay.
That's not progress. All right? Until those police officers are rotting in prison,
Yes.
thinking on their actions for the rest of their good-for-nothing, fucking flunky-ass lives,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about anything else that happens. That's how I feel. And that's not just for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
That's for the murderer of Mike Brown and
Yes.
Tamir Rice
Yeah.
and Philandio Castile. That's for all of the murderers of George Floyd, because
Yeah.
they still ain't even in jail yet.
Yeah.
All right? That's for every single fucking one of them. Because the reason why they keep going is because they know that they can get away with it. And now they know that they can pay some hush money.
Yeah.
$12 million ain't shit.
To think that they think that that family is gonna stop just because of money is a slap in the face.
Oh, I agree.
I would take out $1 million in singles and burn it in front of the police department.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everybody has their means.
I might take that to do something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take it to the strip club, but I already know the cops are there,
Yeah, exactly.
beating
They're
on the
everywhere.
women.
Let's not start narratives.
Hey, 57% of police officers and officers within most police departments have domestic charges.
Wow, that is an outstanding percentage.
57%. That is about the
staggering. That's
average
ridiculous.
of my grade 11 year. 57%. That means that only 40. I'm not that good at math, but I can add that. That means only 43% of the people working at PD don't beat their wives or haven't been caught doing so.
I'd have to check those facts personally, but I mean, it's messed up regardless.
I mean, it's messed up if it's 2%.
Yeah, it is. Any kind of percentage, I think. Why, if you're supposed to be a person protecting the society and community that you're in, how can you have those charges? How can you be like, this person's great, they beat their wives every day? You know? That's not how it works.
Because we have glorified policing in the United States. In North America, really.
Especially at the shows.
TV, man, they have this wicked idea. And I told y'all I'd be watching The Wire, and I love that shit. But the fact is, this idea that you could be a dysfunctional human being and still be a good police officer is some old school bullshit.
Okay.
I wouldn't accept a dysfunctional drug dealer. I don't want to.
Like twitching out all the time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, man. You're fucking up the count. I can see it.
I'm watching you, like literally.
And yet I have to have the high school dropout who was scared of all the other boys in school and decided to exact his revenge by getting a badge and a gun, and he's protecting my neighborhood?
Yeah.
For what? And then that's how you end up with these
Empowerment.
situations. Because these guys went in shooting to a house that they already had the perp for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
At the very least, they should have been fired.
Yes.
Yep.
They're not even fired.
Not even, are they even
that's-
suspended?
No,
They got suspended with pay.
With
way
pay.
back in
Wow.
March.
With pay.
And that was only after the
for
story
them.
broke. Because who knows how long that's been sitting around.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know that. That's a PR move. So, look, I don't know how to end this off with any shred of hope. But I do know that my heart goes out to everybody in Breonna Taylor's family.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys understand that even if the President of the United States and the police departments and the state departments and the city departments don't give a fuck about your lives, we know that your life matters. I hope that you guys are able to do something with that settlement money that is not only just, for you, but is also something that you can do towards the future. I hope that Breonna Taylor's daughter never has to want for anything again. And I can't wait to see the look on those fuckos' faces when they get the entire book thrown at them and have everything ripped away from them.
Yeah.
And I hope that that brings y'all some peace.
I think also,
really do.
yeah. I was gonna jump in with something, but let's just,
I think we should end it on
yeah,
that.
prayers,
That's good.
prayers to the family.
Good Lord.
Here